You have about 60,000 thoughts every day, and here is the scary part. More than half of them are the exact same ones you had yesterday. That is not thinking. That is a broken record, and you are the one trapped inside it. Before we go any further, I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and leave a comment about the oldest thought you keep recycling in your head. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time you spent an entire hour thinking about a problem, and at the end of that hour, nothing had changed except you felt completely drained? That is the dirty secret of overthinking. It feels like you are being careful and strategic, but really you are just spinning wheels in wet cement. You go deeper and deeper without moving forward an inch. Meanwhile, the person who takes messy, imperfect action has already passed you by, and they did not even have a plan. Here is a pattern interrupt. What if overthinking is actually a sneaky form of laziness? Thinking costs no calories and no risk of failure. You can sit on your couch and solve world hunger in your head without ever leaving the cushions. But action? Action is terrifying because you might look stupid or waste time. So your brain tricks you into believing that more thinking equals better preparation. But preparation without execution is just a fancy word for procrastination. Let that land for a second. Think about a text message you needed to send recently. You typed it, deleted it, rewrote it, changed one word, added an emoji, then removed it. 20 minutes later, you were exhausted, and the person on the other side had no idea they just cost you a chunk of your life. That is not careful communication. That is overthinking disguised as perfectionism, and it is stealing your time like a thief. Here is another pattern interrupt. Your gut makes better decisions in the first few seconds than your brain does after an hour of arguing with itself. All that extra time is not making your choice better. It is just making you more anxious. So next time you catch yourself spiraling, remember this. Your gut already knows the answer. Your brain just keeps second-guessing because it is scared of being wrong. Let me add a little humor so this does not get too heavy. Overthinking is basically your brain trying to be helpful, like a golden retriever that brings you a muddy shoe. You appreciate the effort, but now you have a bigger mess to clean up. At some point you have to laugh and say, "Thank you, brain, but I am acting anyway," because you cannot think your way out of a cage that you thought your way into. Only action can open the door. Here is a simple challenge you can try right now. Look around your room. Pick one tiny thing you have been putting off. Maybe throwing away an old receipt. Maybe just standing up to stretch. Do not think about it. Do not weigh pros and cons. Count backwards from 5 in your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then move your body and do the thing. How did that feel? A little awkward, maybe, but also kind of powerful. That is because action creates momentum, and momentum creates confidence. You do not need to feel ready. You just need to start. Now here is the part that might change everything. The opposite of overthinking is not recklessness. It is simply choosing a direction and taking one step, even if it is the wrong step. A wrong step teaches you something real. It tells you, okay, that did not work. Now I know more than before. But overthinking teaches you nothing except how to stay exactly where you are. And staying where you are might feel safe, but it is slowly crushing your spirit. You can feel it, cannot you? That quiet disappointment every night when you realize you spent another day inside your head instead of inside your life. So here is your takeaway. You will never feel ready. You will never have all the answers. You will never eliminate the fear completely. But you do not need to. You just need to move. One small step, then another, then another. And here is your subtle call to action. Do not just close this video and scroll away. Pause right now. Think of one thing you have been overthinking for more than a week and do the smallest possible version of it before you do anything else. Then come back to the comments and tell me what you did. Not for me, but for yourself. Because the moment you write it down, you make it real. And the moment you make it real, you become someone who takes action. And if this video finally gave you permission to stop overthinking and start moving, do me one small favor and hit subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.